Excited, nervous? What do you feel going into a Game 7 like this today?
Yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, we had to win a game in Game 6 to even be here. So, yeah, I feel great about it, and yeah, looking forward to get going tonight.
What are the things you think from the last game you would circle and say we got to make sure we bring this to Game 7 that you did well?
I thought a lot of it. I thought we had good energy. I thought we played a pretty simple game. Obviously, got to the net was a good part on our part. But again, it's a brand new game. It's a Game 7, so you got to establish that again, and hopefully go out and do a lot of the same that we did last game.
I guess it's hard. You expect it to be harder to do those things tonight, though, just given.
Absolutely. I mean, Game 7 brings out the best out of everybody. Everyone knows everything's on the line, so we expect it to be hard, but at the same time, we have a good feeling in here. So, yeah, confident group.
You never played a Game 7 with the Oilers, but you played some in your career. Do you draw any of those experiences? Or
I feel like they were so long ago now. I don't really remember them, but I mean, it's obviously good to have in the backpack, knowing that sun will come up tomorrow regardless of the result. But at the same time, it's a new challenge. So I'm trying not to look too much in the past, but at the same time, having experiences like that is not going to hurt.
What did you like about your PK last game?
I think I liked our pressure. I thought I liked our usually when we have a good stands in the neutral zone and make it hard for them to enter. I think that translates a lot to the in-zone time kind of getting limited. So I think they work together, and I thought both of those parts were good last game. And obviously we know they're, again, going to look at what they didn't like about theirs and they did like about theirs. So there's going to be a new challenge tonight again, and then we'll have to be on our toes.
No Brock Besser for them tonight. Does that change anything the way you guys approach the game?
No, just first of all, just hopefully he's all right. I mean, those are issues you never want to go through. So wish him all the best. But no, not really. I mean, it's a Game 7. One player here and there doesn't really affect much. It's about a mindset for us of being at the best of our game and bringing what we can, and hopefully that'll be good enough.
You're pretty close. Go ahead.
When teams win games like this, they talk after about how the whole team came together, and it's a real building experience. How do you approach it before to not have too much pressure, to not have too much focus, to try to keep it as regular as possible? Yeah,
I think you just said it. You keep it as regular as possible. I don't think you'd go out of your way to do anything different that you haven't done all year. I think it's I'm going to try to warm up the same way I did in Game 6, the same way I did in Game 1, hopefully, of the year, right? So that's just the thing. You got to just lean on your experience and what you've gone throughout the year. We've put ourselves in this position by doing something right? So you don't want to change too much or anything really. So at that point, you just kind of try to keep it as normal as possible, business as usual, and then everybody's different and everybody has their own way of gearing themselves up. But I would say try to keep it as a normal day.
You've been close with Stu. What have you kind of seen from him, as he's gone through the ups and downs of this series? And, what are those rides to the airports like with Stu Skinner these days?
Yeah, they're still great. I mean, that's what the playoffs is all about, and especially for a goaltender. I've never been a goaltender, so I don't know at all what he's going through in that mind. But, yeah, I feel like he's really great at recognizing when he thinks he needs to be a notch better or when he knows he's at his level. So I really don't. We don't have any big conversation this time of year. This is he's just gone through so much already in his career, and he knows what to do out there. So I'm not worried about him at all, and it was great to see him come back in Game 6 and play the way he did.
Mattias, just to take Daniel's question a little bit further, obviously you talk about the starts. You and Connor are happy with the starts you guys have had here, but what are some of the challenges that you feel like you need to overcome against this Canucks team to make sure that kind of goes into the full 60 instead of just the start?
We got to defend our leads maybe a little bit longer and a little bit better. I feel like every time we've gone in here and we get a good start, they somehow get a punch back pretty early on, and that's obviously something we don't like, and something we need to be better at, trying to make it harder on them coming back at us. And sometimes that will be just right after a goal, just playing it simple. All the old good cliches of pucks deep and all that stuff, but sometimes stuff happens. It's a hockey game, so you can't control it all the time. But I feel like if we can try to be stingier when we have the lead, that'd be serving us a good purpose.